Assalamu alaikum everybody. So today's video is going to show you how to do this diet, how to live this lifestyle. And this is day one, and this is especially tailored for the Desi community out there. So day one, what we ask is that you please have available some kind of measuring device like a measuring cup, like a scale or something like that. Or if you don't have access to any kind of thing to measure, you can use rough measurements for now. That will do. I'm going to be providing you with a comprehensive shopping list, so stay tuned, subscribe, and look out for that. So let's go ahead and dive right into day one. So we're going to start our morning with breakfast. Okay, we're going to start with 12 ounces of warm water, and it can be mixed up with lemon or lime water with a dash of salt. You don't have to put lemon and lime water with a dash of salt if you don't want to, but I highly recommend it. Number one, it's going to spice up your water a little bit. Number two, it's going to help you out with your electrolytes. So I highly recommend that. Water is not negotiable, so you got to get your water in. So how you drink it, it's up to you, but don't add sugar. So the next thing is we're going to have a large tea. Get a big cup. You can add 1 or 2 tea bags as you wish. Add 2 tablespoons of Oprah's cream, or you can use the homemade cream that you have from your kitchen, where you boil the milk and you take out the cream. Stevia sweetener is okay, but no sugar in your coffee or your tea. So if you don't like tea, you can have coffee instead. If you don't want to have a large tea, you can also break this down into 1 tea with 1 tablespoon of cream, and you can save the other for lunch. It's up to you. So what are we going to eat? We're going to have an omelet with 2 eggs, half a green chili, some salt, red chili powder. It's going to be seasoned however you like it. You're going to cook your egg, your omelet, in 1 tablespoon of ghee. Make sure you measure that, 1 tablespoon of ghee. If you don't like to have an omelet, you can also have 2 fried eggs cooked in 1 tablespoon of ghee. You can put the spices on as you wish, salt, black pepper, red chili powder, whatever you want. Option number 2, you can have 2 boiled eggs with 1 tablespoon of mayo. Make sure you measure that mayo, and make sure that mayo does not have sugar. It has to be real mayo, not dressing and not stuff with added stuff in there. Pure, unadulterated, unprocessed mayo. Okay, you can spice your eggs up with salt, black pepper, red chili powder, whatever you want from the spices department. So let's move on. So next up we have lunch. We're going to get our water in, and also between breakfast and lunch, make sure you get some extra water in. Make sure you're drinking throughout the day, because this diet is a diuretic kind of diet, so we do not want to get dehydrated. So what are we going to eat for lunch? So today we're going to have chicken thigh, about 4 ounces. If you don't know what 4 ounces is and you don't have a scale, just take a look at the palm of your hand. 4 ounces is about a handful of chicken. So if you don't want to have chicken today, you can have a serving of tuna, or you can have 3 boiled eggs. You're going to mix that with 1 tablespoon of mayo. Add some salt, black pepper, red chili powder, whatever you want to it from the spices department, and make it look something like this. This is what I did. I put mayo and chicken and some paprika actually on top. So next up is a cucumber salad. 1 sliced cucumber, half a tablespoon of mayo, and you can just stick it into some steamed cabbage leaves or raw, it's up to you, and just wrap it up and eat it. It tastes so delicious. So keep in mind your serving sizes. Be very cautious about it because it is very important. So in the afternoon, you might want some tea. It's very culturally in habit to have tea in the afternoon. So drink some water and then have your tea with 1 tablespoon of Oprah's cream or the homemade cream from the boiled milk. You can have coffee instead. And yes, you can add a little stevia to your chai if you wish, but don't add sugar, and be very careful if you don't have stevia. Be very careful about what kind of sweetener you put in your tea. And along with that tea, now you gotta have something, right? Because that's what it is in Pakistan. So let's make some kitaroons. You can see my recipe on the channel, or you can have some chocolate truffles, what we also call the notorious fat bombs. Just have 2 or 3 kitaroons or 2 chocolate truffles, because they are loaded in calories and every calorie matters. I've especially crafted this so that you can get maximum amount of energy all throughout the day. So next is dinner. Get your water in, and for dinner we're gonna have a cup of soup. This is bone broth soup, and I have added actually in a little bit of zucchini puree that I roasted the zucchini and I pureed it, so I'll get a recipe for you. But in the meantime, go ahead and boil that chicken broth or boil the bone broth. Okay, and then I'm gonna get those puree recipes coming up. What else are we going to have? We're going to have a cup of keto slaw from my recipe section, mixed salad with the dressing from the recipe section, okay? It's very important. And 2 to 3 sticks or pieces of sikh kebab. So we're going to measure this out to 4 ounces because I want you to make sure that we get 4 ounces here because we have carefully measured out everything to make sure you get your minimum requirement of your protein. Actually, this is a bit exceeding for most, but that's okay. This is perfectly okay. At the end of the day, we'll add up everything and I'll show you how it looks. So the kebabs look a bit like this. It's about this size, and you can have some tossed salad or you can make some keto slaw. So at the end of day 1, our calories and macros work out here. We have in this whole day of eating about 1400 calories. We've balanced the macros within the proper ratios if the recipes are followed. It's not necessary to add extra things in there anywhere because everything has already been pre-calculated for you. So this is a turnkey day of eating just for you. It's necessary for you to follow this and also necessary to drink all of your water throughout the day. At the end of the day, if you're still thirsty, just drink more water. Now, you don't have to go drinking gallons and gallons of water, but you do need to make sure you get plenty of water and throw in a dash of salt every time, kind of like Scandiviene without the sugar. So I hope you enjoyed this day of eating. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and leave your comments below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Keep a lookout for the day of eating, day 2, coming up soon.